end of an era. One of the most recognizable names in American retail is closing its doors today.
John Schumo has more on the end of Toys R Us.
It thrilled generations of children.
This is the Lego set that I got.
But the shelves at Toys R Us stores across the country are now bare.
It's something that I grew up with, and to see it now empty, it's just sad and heartbreaking.
Charles Lazarus opened his first store in 1948, selling baby furniture in Washington, D.C. A few years later, he turned his attention to toys.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid.
With catchy jingles and a logo a child might write, Toys R Us grew to revolutionize retail in the decades that followed.
Toys R Us was the largest toy retailer for a good chunk of its 70-year history, and it was iconic in many ways.
But the company eventually fell on hard times. Attempts to alleviate mounting debt failed, and the once dominant brand declared bankruptcy.
A combination of the structure of the company plus the advent of an online shopping universe just made survivability impossible.
The chain announced it was going out of business in March, with some 700 stores shutting down. The final 200 closed their doors for good on Friday. Shoppers leaving this New Jersey store for the last time said it felt like they were saying goodbye to an old friend.
Well, I got my grandson and my granddaughter the last of their Toys R Us toys.
A disappointing end to what was once the world's biggest toy store. John Schumo, CBS News, Secaucus, New Jersey.
And the store's mascot is ready for his next adventure, too. He's moving out. This picture of Jeffrey the giraffe is going viral. You can see him standing in the empty store with a suitcase, waving goodbye. It's been shared more than 292,000 times since it was posted on Facebook yesterday. So sad.
Poor guy. Where's he going to go now?
Unemployment line? Poor guy.
It was a sad day when the world said goodbye to Jeffrey the giraffe and all of his friends. Toys R Us went out of business after filling the toy chests of millions of kids around the world. The days of buying everything from Barbie dolls to Nintendo toys, well, everything went on the internet. Not to mention the fact that so many people around my age just don't want to have kids. Thank you. Years and years of government BS that caused us to not have kids. Well, the good news is many Toys R Us locations have become something else. I know of one that became a Big Lots. Another became a Marshall's. But the one at 28th in the East Beltline here in Grand Rapids comes alive once per year around Halloween. Hello and welcome to another fine video of mine. 'Tis I, your old pal, King Chuck. I know Halloween was a few months ago or 7 months away. It depends on who or what you ask. But you know what? I've been sitting on this video now for several months because, of this busy winter season and working so hard. But then this coronavirus BS came about, and I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and finish this video once and for all. As you can tell, this was a former Toys R Us at 28th and East Beltline here in Grand Rapids. It is in the parking lot of Centerpoint Mall, or the shops at Centerpoint, whether if you prefer. Once a year, this former Toys R Us gets leased out by Spirit, and it becomes a Spirit of Halloween store where you can buy everything from Halloween costumes to Halloween gear and Halloween this. But it's only a fraction of the size of the store because they do cordon off some parts. You know, they build up these fake walls. I'm trying to shoot some of the insides, but unfortunately my Osmo had other plans. It's so nice that that camera that I took through the store, it has a gimbal, but unfortunately it decided, yeah, let's go ahead and shoot the ceiling instead. I wanted to show some of the artifacts of what used to be Toys R Us. But like I said in the beginning of the video, this former Toys R Us is pretty much abandoned throughout most of the year, except for Halloween. And the Spirit, you know, they buy up all these abandoned retail stores, and what do you know? They all decide to turn it into a Toys R Us. Now, once again, I tried to show everyone, you know, this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is what it used to look like. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a comparison of what what it used to be. And, you know, but, you know, considering that, this is the coronavirus BS that's been going on now for a couple weeks, it kind of shows how full the store gets. You know, there's a long line at the checkout. I didn't buy anything that day, unfortunately, but but like I said, it's got this store has a little something for everyone. And you know, it's nice that before the coronavirus crisis came about, you know, the situation was, it was a lot easier to buy stuff in a brick and mortar. But now, of course, with this virus BS, you know, it is kind of scary now. Wow, two babies attached by the butt. Talk about freaky. And this particular store has a little booth where you can walk in, and it's supposed to be like a little museum of scary stuff, but I didn't find anything in here scary at all. And yeah, I was out in a hurry. Not because I was scared. I was like, boring. Yeah, the Siamese twins are there once again. But anyway, I always kind of want... Yeah, there was a rumor that Spirit was trying to kind of take control of the market that Toys R Us left behind. But I don't know if that's ever going to come true or not. But of course, Toys R Us has reopened a couple of locations. But I think it's true that, you got all these buyout firms. They buy out stores like Toys R Us, and they just run them into the ground. I mean, here in Grand Rapids, we have Art Van Furniture, and as a lot of you know, Art Van is going out of business. The Van Elslander family sold it to this company, Thomas H. Lee Partners. They also own part of Clear Channel, which is iHeartMedia now. And of course, now you look at the terrestrial radio industry and how sad and depressing it has gotten. I mean, I wanted to be a DJ when I was growing up, but then I learned the hard way that radio DJs don't get paid jack squat. So I changed my career, and it was a wise decision. But yeah, I was trying to get as much footage as I could of the former Toys R Us, but I was not very impressed by that. But anyway, of course, Art Van is now going out of business, mainly because, Thomas H. Lee Partners made some really bad decisions, and they allowed the company to just go down the toilet. So, Same thing with Toys R Us. And I remembered their CEO crying, well, no, people are having kids. Well, yeah, it's because how much does it cost these days to even have a kid? Yeah, you know, sorry to get political, but this is why I'm a huge Bernie Sanders supporter. You know, I am just, you know, now with this coronavirus BS, it's just sad how Trump has treated this country. And I just wish and hope that, you know, we can get a real leader in our White House who can fix everything. And, you know, because we've gotten into so much BS. But, you know, but then again, the Democrats kind of shot themselves in the foot because they want somebody corporate in charge. And, well, and that's why we got Joe Biden. But yes, there's a lot of Toys R Us artifacts around the building, like these carts here. But yes, that's pretty much what's left of Toys R Us. And we end this video with a comparison. I'm King Chuck. Have a great day, everyone.
I don't wanna grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I could play with. From bikes and trains to video games. It was the biggest toy store there.